quick look at some of the wear on that before I start the second 100. See some up on there. Down the back of that sucker. Alright, first 50 down the tube. She's a little bit hot, a little bit of smoking. Not too bad. That brass deflects in a whole different direction. So, shot the 100 rounds and brought it home, and I thought I'd start taking it apart, check the gas system. So I put the Allen key in, and look. Nice and loose. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to be torqued all the way down. I'll go check the manual for sure to make sure before I do any bitching around, but that's not too bad. 200 rounds, two loose things. This was loose last time, but now it's okay. I tightened it up. Alright, first let's look at the gas rod. Yeah, it's looking pretty good shape. A little bit of gray dust on her from the powder. The retainer, I think it's called, for the gas port goes on the end there. It's in decent shape too, so not much there. You know, short of that hole, which is, from what I can see, there's a giant hole for that to be clogged up. For that to get clogged up would be borderline boss. But you have to not clean it for 1,000 rounds, and then even then maybe not. Anyhow, like I say, I'm going to wash the rest of the parts down, see where the wear is on the stuff, and see how she looks.
Seventh Canadian Grand Prix win, the first time that Lewis Hamilton has ever won Grand Prix, 7 times. And there were a few boos on the podium as cheers now. The fans are like some committed fans here.
Did you see that little spark on the first one I took off? There's two of them that did that. Gas port looks nice, relatively clean. Let's see the little shadow. So that's a great big hole in there. It's pretty hard to miss it. gas block was the one of the set screws was still torqued and the other was on its way to loose. So that's not too bad, really. I guess 200 rounds. Let's say the main set screw to hold in the gas rod was loose. I don't know how much torque. I'll have to, like I say, I'll have to reference the manual for that to make sure where it's supposed to be at. But I'm thinking finger tight isn't it? But I'm gonna go wash the parts all down, and then I'll give you a look at the wear and everything compared to the first 100. I get. See the knurls on the end of that set screw? They're sort of like a lock washer that bites into the barrel when you tighten them down. Barrel has corresponding, I guess I would call them alignment grooves, where your cap screws set in so that your gas port is lined up. You're able to get everything to function. So for wear wise, after 200 rounds, that nice neoprene O-ring is just still fine. As you saw, I shot 50 rounds there in a row and no noticeable deformation or wear, excessive wear there. And the underparts of the gun, same spots as before. No more significant wear again, just the other spots that were there already. So that was the break-in process. Now everything's running where it wants to run. I think the wear will become a lot less noticeable. Had quite a bit of brass buildup. I managed to get, I cleaned it all out, most of it looks like. A little more brake fluid cleaner. Or not brake fluid, brake dust cleaner. Yeah, then so far at 200 rounds, this back set screw was not locked like this front was. It was locked in, still torqued in place. This guy was getting loose. My gas operating rod retaining screw was also loose, and the safety catch came loose, but it's not on here right now. I'm going to reassemble everything else. I'll give you a quick look at the parts. Alright, so here are the rest of the parts. I don't think there's any more significant wear from the first time I ran it through the first 100. Hammer mark on the back and that. Nothing on the top here. I think just trying to figure out where it hits when it is leaving that scratch on the top. Should see how far back that goes, because that's the only spot with any real wear. Looks pretty smooth back here. Face impact, and it's where the op rod picks up on it. Everything here is looking pretty squeaky good. And a bit of wear. Over along there. Op rod's looking pretty good. Well, you can see the burn where it was, where the gas comes out. You see one side's darker than the other even after the cleaning. Fucking mosquitoes. Did you see that sucker land on me trying to take blood? Yeah,